Grab your box TVs and pull up your parachute pants. Today, we're going 90s.
Let's geek out.
Welcome back to 4 Geeks by Geeks, a weekly online talk show where we geek out about the greatest things on Earth. I'm Bozer.
And I'm PK.
And today we have special guest,
Amanda.
our resident 90s kid. How you feeling, Amanda?
Pretty good.
Thanks for joining us for a 90s episode.
Thank you for having me.
Show off your matching shirts here.
I know, we're twins.
Yes.
Nailed
Oh my
it.
gosh.
Did you call each other?
Well, yeah,
no.
we started a group chat and left you out of it, so.
Oh.
Sorry.
Reagan, were you part of this group chat?
I bought David his shirt.
Oh, cool.
And technically,
Awesome.
we do have matching shirts.
I do have
So-
one too.
Yeah.
Wow! Well, off camera we have always our Reagan
Woo!
and Amanda's husband.
Fiance.
Oh,
husband.
fiance.
Almost husband.
Sorry.
Whatever.
Jumped the gun.
You know.
Chris.
Chris! Say hi, Chris.
Hi.
Cool. They are our studio audience because it wouldn't be a 90s show without having a studio audience laugh track.
4 Geeks by Geeks is recorded in front of a live studio audience.
Clearly.
Everyone's
If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You can find us on our podcast on Spreaker, Spotify, or Apple iTunes. And make sure you follow our social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, so you can geek out with us all week long. We post every single day. We want to keep this conversation going all week long, so don't do a one-week thing. Make a community. That's what we want. Right, Amanda?
Right.
You're part of the community.
Yeah.
Yes, welcome to the
I'm
4
so
Geeks by Geeks.
I'm
community.
so excited.
Are you? That's how you really get on a show, is you comment on our stuff, and they're like, oh, you know what? You'd be a good audience member.
I was so pumped when you messaged me. And I'm so happy to be here. So.
Good. Are you nervous?
I'm a little bit, yeah.
And that's okay.
That's part of it.
Told you I'm gonna
Our
nervously drink
first
this water.
episode was.
I was sweating bullets. I was so nervous.
Yeah.
It was stupid how nervous I was.
Like, it's funny because, you know, like, for us, you were sitting in front of a camera and you're like,
know.
it's like, what do I do with my hands? What do I normally do with my hands? I was watching our first episode again, and I was doing like this, and I was like, what's going on? Well, what do I do with my hands?
No, but I don't feel like we're talking to a camera. I feel
We're
like
talking to people, yeah.
there are all hundreds of subscribers. Wink, wink.
Little do you know.
I know.
Actually,
Well,
what's happening.
let's warm you up with a question from the audience.
All right.
Would that help you?
Yeah, sure.
Earlier this week on Mail Time Monday, always on Monday, we put out a chance for you to ask us questions as well as our guests, anything you want. So this week comes from Instagram, from Embrace Your Stupid, our ever loyal 4Geeker.
We should really come up with like a name.
I know.
If you have an idea of like what you'd like to be called as a community, leave in the comments below. Because you know, everyone's got one. Like you have critters.
Right.
You have what are they? Mythical beasts for Good Mythical Morning. Like everyone, I think Markiplier's got one, which is sad because I've been watching Markiplier since he started, and I don't know if there's a name for them.
So what do you want to be called? We'll call you that. We need a thing. So the question is, how would you feel if someone cosplayed as you? And if they did, what would they look like?
I mean, I would feel like that's really awesome. Like, I feel like if you get someone to cosplay as you, like, you've made it. Like,
Yeah, like that's like
You've arrived.
you've arrived. Like, your character or your show or, you know, your whatever. Your
this is
movie,
the height of luxury.
your like, fandom has, like, that's, like, peak, you know? Like, we made it. Like, we have people cosplaying it. So I would feel pretty awesome.
So what would they wear if they were cosplaying as Amanda?
Man, I've just, like, been through so many, like, phases in my life in terms of my aesthetic and look. I just, like, there'd probably have to be something from each of those times in my life.
Okay,
But,
what
like,
if they cosplayed as your 90s Amanda? What would they be wearing?
like, what I looked like when I was a child? Oh, my gosh. So they'd probably have, like, some really... My mom had a problem teasing my hair when I was a kid, so, like, it was always, like, this real teased, like, bowl cut with, like bangs, and it was... So there'd be that going on, and I'd probably be wearing, like, some bright pink floral poofy dress thing. With some jellies.
With
Yeah,
some, like,
yeah.
big shoulders.
Yeah, and there'd
Yeah.
be jellies involved for sure, like sparkly jellies.
Get your jelly bracelets.
Yeah.
Were you a cool kid?
No.
Would you know? You wouldn't consider yourself one of the cool kids in the 90s?
I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I didn't
Maybe you
really
were
have
so
that, like,
cool you
many
didn't even
friends.
know you were cool.
That's what it was. Obviously. No, I don't think I was a cool kid.
So if you want to cosplay, show up the next con. You're like, I'm Amanda, with like a big,
Like super teased hair, just like out to here.
Yeah, that would be. For some reason, I'm imagining like this like faux silk or not silk, velvet pink dress that I used to have.
Oh,
and it was
man.
like 2 pieces.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, that's...
2 pieces, so it showed just a little bit of belly.
Probably.
But like high-waisted belly, like here.
yeah.
You get like this, like just this like little sliver right above the sternum, right below the sternum. Oh, weird. Above the sternum is your collarbones.
If someone cosplayed as me, they'd have to. We'd probably have the same wig going on for us.
Oh my gosh.
I had
I
this
forgot.
huge afro. I've got curly hair, which I finally learned to tame it in my old age. But for years, it was just this big poof that I couldn't do anything with. And my dad, he would cut it himself, and he put me in this chair. He sit me in front of the TV. It would take like 2 hours. Because shout out, love you, Dad. I know you're doing your best, saving money. Good for you. But you aren't a hairstylist or. But he was probably a really good hedge trimmer, which exactly is how he cut my hair. He frizz it out, and then he'd go around.
You just create a perfect joke.
Yeah, and then it would be this big thing.
Oh my gosh.
But I'd have to be in parachute pants, because I found out later in life that all moms didn't pick out their clothes until they were 12. So thanks, Mom, for putting me in parachute pants. And probably some, I don't know, I usually had some sort of cartoon t-shirt.
Yes.
Or like a Space Jam t-shirt that was way too big.
Space Jams.
Just way... Oh, Toon Squad!
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Reppin'.
Nice.
that.
I loved
Love
this.
that.
This movie was all-time favorite.
How would they cosplay as 90s David?
So, unfortunately, don't do it, I promise. So, I'm Asian. I don't look as Asian, but when I was a kid, bowl cut straight across. And then you would look like Asian Guy Fieri. I had those flame shirts, the flame button ups. Oh, they have like dragons on
With like
them.
the Dragon Ball Z and stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, I thought those were
I actually
so
have a picture
stupid.
on my phone. I'll show you, but it's what's recording. Of me in this blue flame shirt, and there's a dragon going up.
You
it,
have
and
one
I've
on
got
your
a
phone?
bowl cut just straight across the eyebrows.
Okay, when you're editing,
He
you're going
was
to put
the
it
cool kid.
right here.
No, I won't.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
But nothing. What he just blinked. He just air. All air.
Oh.
It was bad.
Comment below when he doesn't do it and demand.
It was so bad.
I'm going to get a hold of that. Reagan, you're going to send it to me, and it's going to be on our Throwback Thursday this
Oh my
week.
gosh, it's so funny.
Can you send us a picture of you from the 90s? Do you have
Oh
one?
yeah, I'm sure I do.
That'll be on.
Oh,
Oh,
gosh.
we're going to do that for Throwback.
That's
awesome.
It's bad.
I'm gonna find that. I swear it's like a school picture. I'm gonna find.
Oh,
I
of
know that
course.
outfit that I'm thinking.
Like,
of.
if you're gonna cosplay as me, please do it from now. Wear some pineapples. Like, that means way more to me than Asian Guy Fieri.
Oh, that picture that paints is just
It's gorgeous.
It's
incredible.
bad.
No, it's great.
I had a-
Oh, I forgot. I was laying sideways too. Like I'm laying sideways.
Of course you are. I need that photo in my life.
I think I'm like shoulder up, like knee up, and I'm like, it's
Oh,
bad.
that's
It's school
bad.
photo, I think.
You did this at school.
Well, that's what they told me to do.
In the yearbook.
Yeah. So like, if I don't give it to you, talk to anybody who went to Cleveland Elementary throughout the years. One of
Caitlin! My wife did.
I might be in her yearbook.
Oh, her mom's got them. I know it.
So
I am hitting her mom up so hard this week.
That's amazing.
they're in there. All of them are in there. She went anytime from like, was it 90, 98, 99 to 2000 something?
Yeah?
And they're in there.
That's my favorite.
So please don't cosplay as me.
If you're brave, I don't know if
Do
can
it.
you post pictures and comments on YouTube? You
Not
can't.
on YouTube, no.
If you're brave this week, we're gonna challenge all of you. Post a picture from your 90s.
Oh, send it to us on
tag us.
Instagram. If you send it to us on Instagram, we'll put it on our story. How brave are you?
Huh? We'll see. This is
Do it.
all just so you know, reminders so we know what to do this week. When we rewatch, like, oh, now I know what we're gonna do on Instagram.
Right, it's like, that's what we're supposed to do.
So Amanda, tell us, what did you love about the 90s? Because like when you think back, I think so fondly about like 90s cartoons. I think I remember telling Caitlin just last week, I was like, man, I miss the 90s. And Caitlin's like, are you okay?
Do you need a hug?
Do you hate your life? I'm like, no, I really like it. It's just, I loved the 90s.
I feel like what I love about the 90s, and it's like that time growing up was before all this technology. Like, it's weird for, someone like me who's born in 91. It's like, I got to experience all this time before, the internet got real fast and
Oh God, AOL.
crazy, and yeah, exactly. Like, I got to see dial-up, and I got to see, Wi-Fi, and it's like,
Right?
it's cool looking back on the 90s and like getting to know that you like experienced all these things where like all we did on Saturday mornings was watch cartoons, whereas now I wake up and like the first thing I do is look at my phone, and
I know.
like I'm not engaging with anything that's
Can we literally take a moment of silence for Saturday morning cartoons?
Seriously.
It was my favorite. I used to pile up all the couch cushions.
Yeah.
And so it was one giant cushion. I'd sit on top and I'd be on a throne eating my bowl of cereal
Yes.
while watching from like 7 a.m.
Right.
until noon.
Yeah. It was a good time, and it's like I feel like I'm like the millennial generation, which are a lot of 90s kids are like just like real nostalgic. So looking back, like that's something about nostalgia and that feeling gives you, like that's like almost like part of it too, is like the 90s are cool just because they make me feel good for no other reason than they make me feel good. Like I like the 90s because it was a good time.
And that's what I'm trying to put my finger on, is exactly what is it
Right.
that made it so, I don't know. This is probably what every generation thinks.
Like, I miss the 80s because
Right.
times were simpler, or 70s.
Right.
Maybe not 60s or 50s or 40s.
Yeah. Well,
But that's how I would put the 90s. I'm like, it was a simpler
Yeah.
time.
Back in my day, I had to look at my Game Boy in dark with the streetlights go by. That's the 90s.
Yes! You do not know the struggle. You had to get one of those lights that like would die within an hour.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I remember you're driving like streetlight. Oh, it's gone. Okay, don't move. Here we go.
It was like permanent Zubat cave
Yeah.
all the time.
Like Pikachu's flash, very ineffective. Does not help. We are still blind.
Oh yeah.
I just can't think what it is. It's like, because there were more cartoons. Like, they
Right.
have plenty of cartoons now.
But they don't look the same. I mean, like that sounds bad, but like the art style is all the same.
Yeah.
Like there's no real differential.
Yeah.
Back then, I think the cartoons were just more fun, maybe more violent.
As you
Definitely
grow
more
up and you go
violent.
watch, you're like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, my mom let me watch
There's
that.
a lot of adult content in like
But it goes over
cartoons
your
from the time.
head.
Yeah. Oh yeah. For
I mean,
sure.
some of it.
Yeah.
Were there any cartoons you weren't allowed to watch?
I was not allowed to watch South Park when I
Me neither.
was a kid, but I always did. Like my parents. That was the other
I
cool
was a
thing
good
about
kid.
90s is parents like kind of let you do whatever you wanted, because I feel like there was like the internet has made people more aware of the dangers of the world. I don't know, but I
Well, there
feel
was
like
no
the-
such thing as parental controls on
right,
the TV.
Right, like it was midnight
Right?
and your TV's still on and your parents are like, they don't care.
Here's sleep.
Here's Comedy Central.
Yeah, I was watching Comedy Central and watching Adult Swim when I was like
Adult
that was-
Swim was my that was my bread and butter.
That was your 90s.
That was my 90s.
Were there any shows you weren't allowed to watch?
Oh, Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Really?
What?
Yeah, she didn't like. I don't remember why, but there was a reason I wasn't allowed to watch it. I think the same reason you weren't allowed to watch Rugrats was the reason I wasn't allowed to watch Ed, Edd n Eddy.
Yeah, okay, so fun fact. Mom, I know you're probably listening to this, but she was terrified that I was going to grow up to be like Angelica.
Oh no.
Fun fact. I did. So I don't know what. It didn't
Good
work.
job.
So
All your efforts were
Right.
worthless.
failed. I ended up being Angelica anyway, but she like saw Angelica and she was like, oh my gosh. If I let her watch this, she's going to get ideas.
Yeah.
Didn't need
She
it.
did. I think it was because like the Ed boys were so like dumb
Rambunctious
and
and-
rambunctious and like schemy. I
Well,
think
they were on summer vacation. They were never in school. What else were you supposed to
that's
do?
not true. Eventually they went to school. They eventually became
I don't think
fall.
I ever saw them in school.
What? Oh yeah, it eventually turns to that.
Oh.
It's like towards the end of their life. I was really excited about it. I was like, oh my god, they're finally gonna go to school like normal people.
and then all the appeal fell out,
Yeah.
and so they got canceled. Oh.
Bummer.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have cable. We didn't have any cable growing up, so it was just like local channels. And so like a lot of these shows, these Nickelodeon shows, I'd have to watch at like my friend's house. Like my babysitter would have Nickelodeon, or the woman across the street that I waited at the bus in the mornings. I remember watching like Rocko's Modern Life in the morning. But I wasn't allowed to watch like Ren and Stimpy. My mom never liked that.
Ren and Stimpy was like real vulgar.
Oh yeah.
But so were All Real Monsters, Angry Beavers.
Yeah. Cow and Chicken had its
Cow and
moments.
Chicken was
Which one?
amazing.
Courage the Cowardly Dog.
Oh, Courage
yeah.
the Cowardly Dog.
Sometimes terrifying.
That's a terrifying show.
That's scary as an adult.
Yeah. Well, later in the episode, we're going to get a chance to talk about our favorites, maybe some that you have forgotten since you've grown up. We're going to play a couple different games, which we're excited about. But first I just wanted to test to see how you're doing. Now it's been a few years since the 90s, maybe like 20 or so. Just about 20 since...
We're closer to like 1940 than we are to 1990 or something like that. Was that what it was? No, that's not right.
We're closer to 2040?
2040 is what I meant.
It's like, nope, that math is wrong.
Bad math. Bad math. It's okay.
Time is
I
not
might be
linear.
Asian, but math is my weak point.
So, I've got a 90s cartoon theme song trivia for you both. I'm not going to play because I had to find the video, but it was fun playing along in the car. I'm going to play the song, and you guys are going to have to try to guess what 90s cartoon it comes from. Feel free to play along at home. Once you think you got it, I want you to buzz in by shouting out a 90s reference. Like, what you can choose now, so you don't have to try to think of it.
You got it, dude.
Great. Can you say it like Michelle Tanner?
No. My voice doesn't go that high.
Well, okay, you got it, dude, and...
I was just gonna say Kablam. You guys remember that show? No.
Kablam?
It was like preceded Robot Chicken. It was like the kid-friendly version of Robot Chicken.
Oh, no.
Look it up.
That's one I had totally forgotten.
I remember Mad TV.
Yeah.
It's a little bit like that. It's like a variety show. Anyways.
All right,
Kablam.
are you ready for this? Now, this is a video that we should link in the details below, because we didn't create this video. We found it on Guess That 90s Cartoon. And my favorite thing about this is every time it's setting up for a new one, it says, "Name that Pokemon!" Like, when you went to commercial during Pokemon, you'd have to try to guess based on its silhouette.
It's Jigglypuff.
Right, and I can't let you see it because it literally has a silhouette of the cartoon character.
Okay.
And it's really awesome. So I link it below so you
You
can
got
show
it,
your
dude.
friends.
Hey, Arnold.
What?
I said, you got it, dude. Hey, Arnold. That was my first guess. I was just joking.
Oh, I'm like, are you thinking, hey, you got it, dude, is from Hey Arnold?
No.
I was not with you.
I am not that.
You're gonna get a lot of hate in a
I was
minute.
mid-90s, but not so mid-90s. I don't know exactly what I was referencing.
I think I'm the only resident full all 10 years.
Oh, she's got 9. I mean...
Jeez.
All right, are you ready, kids?
Aye, aye, Captain.
I can't hear you.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Who? No.
I've never heard that one. Oh, I was literally about to go, you got it, dude, Pokemon. You got it, dude. Goof Troop.
Ding, ding. 1 point, PK.
I loved this show.
So many of these I didn't realize. I didn't remember until I was listening to this. You're right. That is
You're gonna
Goof
kill
Troop.
me at this.
Girl.
Who's that Pokemon?
One of my favorites.
Oh! He's got it off. He's got it off the court.
Chris!
X-Men Animated Series.
It is X-Men! Good job. Yes!
Yeah, you're on my team.
together.
We can do couples teams. That's fine. Let's game on.
All right. Got it.
You got it. Oh. Tailspin?
It is Tailspin!
No,
right
that's
there.
Not, that was not what I was gonna guess, so it's fine.
Tailspin, when Baloo decided to open an ocean airport.
So good.
Follow me to a place where incredible feats are routine every hour or so.
You got it, dude. Aladdin.
Aladdin.
It is Aladdin. Do you remember when Aladdin was an animated
Yeah, no,
cartoon
what?
series?
We were talking about this. She
It was
hated
like,
all
what?
the Disney cartoons like that's been.
There were so many. There were so many in the 90s.
Like a ray of hell.
Who's that Pokemon?
Every time.
Come join the Warner Brothers.
Kablam!
Kablam!
It's not Animaniacs. It's Tiny Toons.
You should. This is a marriage exercise. You should trust your husband. It's Animaniacs.
Yes. Shit.
It
I
is
was literally about to say,
Animaniacs.
why no? I heard Robin. I was like,
Pokemon!
But you will hear Rob Paulson probably quite often.
you got it, dude. Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Z. There you go.
I was like, what's this
Dragon,
from?
Dragon. Yeah, that's Dragon Ball Z. Okay, here we go.
Pokemon!
Kablam! Is it Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice was a show in the 90s, right?
Again, listen to Chris. It's
Batman animated
Batman
series.
the Animated Series.
You're still doing really well though. Yeah, I hear like.
Yeah, it's Chris from Off Camera. Magic School
You know, I
Bus.
just
Sorry.
put him on.
Jeez,
Your
man.
fiance is carrying this team for you.
I'm just gonna
That's okay.
show
No,
myself
no.
out.
Oh man.
That's the only reason I know any science at all.
You got it, dude. Dexter's Laboratory.
There you go.
That's fine. Now I'm in. I'm in. This is
There
what.
you go. You're getting into that Cartoon Network.
You give me Hanna-Barbera or Nickelodeon, I'll be fine. Disney, I start to get a
Was
little
this Hanna-Barbera?
weird. It was
Dexter's Lab?
Cartoon Network, but Hanna-Barbera got bought up by Cartoon Network.
Oh, I did not know that.
Who's that Pokemon?
You got it, dude. Powerpuff Girls. Ooh, man. You got it, dude.
Oh
Oh, yeah, Rugrats. Yeah.
no! No!
Chris got it.
I
Rugrats.
was like,
Of course.
I know this one.
This is the reason I love Hulu. Like, Caitlin and I were binging all these 90s cartoons. And a ton of different 90s shows. Boy Meets World.
Oh my
Saved by the
God.
Bell, Dinosaurs.
Kablam! Is it Recess? No.
You got it, dude. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh, Sonic!
I heard
It
the
is
bell
Sonic.
and I was like, I didn't ever watch Recess. I know. I know.
I
I'm
love
sorry.
Recess. That is
I'm
Sonic.
just gonna keep
The
guessing.
Adventures
all
of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I actually
Whatever.
own this on VHS.
Do you really?
Real 90s.
Yes, VHS. This is number 12.
You got it, dude. Captain Planet.
Captain Planet. That poor kid that was heart. You're like, get out of here, you're not an element. Back
But somehow he was like the most important of all of them.
But isn't it really?
Twin.
It's wings.
I'm gonna get
Thank you,
one.
Aang. Do you know it at home?
You got it, dude. Superman.
Superman is correct.
I am garbage at this.
That was a full-on guess, but that
These are
felt
coming
really
back, though,
super
right?
80s.
Yeah.
I was like, it's definitely not Justice League. I know that one. So.
Pokemon!
You got it, dude. Powerpuff Girls.
There you
I was
go.
like, come on, guys.
She was ready to
Powerpuff
like
Girls.
scream it. She's like,
There's that. But there were definitely like pockets of 90s. Like
Right.
I
Yeah.
watched the ones that weren't on cable, and so I'm really familiar with those that you probably have never heard of.
some of them I got. I think. I hope. We'll find out.
I know.
Kablam! Duh.
That's it.
You let me have that one.
So sad. I did not watch Doug that much.
Oh.
Patty mayonnaise. God, man. Classics.
That weird. Skeeter needed like Adderall.
You're gonna need a
like,
big-
no, but
Yeah, I know. I saw James and Doug.
1, 2, 3.
You got it, dude. Johnny Bravo.
there it is.
Man, I'm pretty.
That would have taken me a second, but yeah.
This is one of Caitlin's favorite cartoons. She and her brother watched it like New Year's. Was it New Year's?
Man, I'm pretty. Do the monkey with it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Every time.
You got it, dude. Darkwing Duck.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Darkwing Duck.
We were talking only because we were talking about that on the way here. I was like,
In trouble, you call DW.
lit. You got it, dude. Tiny Toons.
Oh man, I had it earlier.
I wanted to tell you, I'm like, that's later. That's later.
Coming up.
But I'm sure this is the same. What is her name? Tress, the voice of Dot.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure is.
Oh, guaranteed. You can kind of hear it in there. Oh, I know it. You got it, dude. Gargoyles.
Gargoyles.
I was like,
That is another one I didn't.
I watched it a little
My
bit.
favorite
It was
painting.
like I see it.
Hey Arnold!
Yeah.
It was right there.
I wanted to be so cool as Hey Arnold.
Oh yeah. He was the cool kid, man.
So cool. He's just chill. I
Yeah.
didn't know how to be chill like him.
He was upstairs condo by himself. With all his
Oh, he had the best
Right?
coolest,
bedroom.
like, yeah, it was great.
Ad?
I thought all those
Yeah.
kids were so cool.
Okay.
Ren Stimpy.
There you go. Ren and Stimpy. I was about to say the one I wasn't allowed to watch.
There was that guitar.
Boom, 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 boom.
Or bass, sorry.
Cello.
Right.
It's a bass.
My gut says the next one's gonna be cow and chicken.
That's a good guess.
So-
Let's see. You're just gonna.
I'm not gonna answer it. You got it, dude. Cow and chicken. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'm wrong. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it is Spider-Man.
Oh,
This is the best Spider-Man theme song out there. I don't
ever.
care.
I learned everything I knew about Spider-Man first from the
Yeah.
animated series.
Well, because I remember we talked about it. I thought it was... You've answered it already.
Oh, Kablam, Recess.
There it is.
Now
See
I'm
every
remembering.
episode.
You have a picture of
It's
me.
all coming back to me now.
This is for you, Artie.
The flautist. Oh, you're a flautist.
Kablam, Our Real Monsters.
There it is. I think he's on your shirt,
Yeah,
baby.
dude.
There you go.
Got
I don't think I have Ari Monsters on mine.
Yeah, you do.
They're up here. It was right on the heart.
Ah, real monsters.
I love that.
I'm not sure if you can hear what we're shouting, so.
I'm really hoping Count Chicken comes out. You got it, dude. Count Chicken.
Hey! I was like, you just wait.
Chicken.
Because they edit out the name, except right here.
Count Chicken.
So good.
What?
This will be the last one. You ready?
Was it bad?
Angry Beavers!
Angry Beavers! Yeah!
How could I forget?
Give them a big round of applause for our winners!
A game where nobody cares who wins. Everyone's a winner.
Yep.
That was literally all of them. So good job. Again, let us know how you did below. Were there some that you hadn't thought of in a really long time?
Yes. You know, I would say I think they're winners no matter what because there wasn't a single one that nobody didn't know.
This is true.
Somebody in the room
Somebody
recognized
knew
it.
one.
So that's a win in my book.
There were so many times I wanted to do like the voices of these characters, but for that, you're gonna have to wait till later in the episode when we play another game and fail epically. Ding.
Yeah.
Correct.
Remember that? Remember 2 episodes ago when I said want to be a voice actor? Please don't take this next part.
They're
as-
like, oh yeah, epic game? Prove it.
Yeah, and you're like, Have you considered silent acting? Like, you know those old school movies? Subtitles. That's about as close to voice acting as I'm gonna get with this next game.
But speaking of games, is there some really cool place downtown Elkhart that you can go for gaming and all of your RPG and tabletop needs?
Why, yes, Bozer, I think there is. I believe it's called Secret Door Games.
Oh, where is it?
Downtown Elkhart. It's Was it 150?
215
Main Street. I was one street off.
Nailed it.
215 Main Street. They want to be your premier place for all things gaming, comic books, Magic the Gathering, minis. Absolutely incredible. And where our whole thing is creating a geeky community, they bleed that. So if you have any interest in board games, Magic the Gathering mini, or if you're just trying to find a place where you can gather to do that, they have events, and they're a great place to go. And if you go down there right now for a limited time, they do have FGBG stickers. So ask about those.
I know.
Yeah, he's got one on the back of his laptop there.
You too can have one of these. Make sure you follow them on Facebook. You can find them at Secret Door Games. That's the best place to find out what all the events are that they've got going on. They always have weekly games. You can come down and you can play Keyforge, Magic the Gathering. They've got just demo nights where you can come out and try any kind of game that they have to try it out before you commit and buy it. So check it out. Secret Door Games, they're the best. Speaking of the best, what would you say were your favorite 90s cartoons?
Mine was probably Rocko's Modern Life.
Was it really?
Yes. Like, it was when I was, when you asked me to come on, I was like thinking like, what's my favorite? Like, what comes to mind? And that was like the first thing. And I don't know, it's always been one of those that like has stuck with me. I don't know.
Yeah, no,
the
it
years.
sticks with you for a long time.
Like I said, I watched that at my bus stop, the room across the
Right.
street, and
Did you just like watch through her window?
no, she always had Nickelodeon on. Well, I got there early. My mom had to leave for work, so I went over there. And
Okay,
waited
now
for,
I'm
like,
following.
a half
I thought you
hour.
were like, okay, sorry. Brain, I thought you were saying I'm on the corner where the bus comes.
Sorry.
She's got Nickelodeon on. You're like just sitting in her yard. Please, ma'am, may I have some more cartoons?
Change the channel. No, she'd always go. It was on the Today Show when I got there. I would come and then she'd flip it over to Nickelodeon, and it was great. So,
that makes more sense.
what about Rocko's Modern Life stuck with you?
I think, like, as a kid, I didn't really understand what the show was about. I just thought it was really funny and weird, and I was always a weird kid, so I was like, I don't know, they're doing weird things, like, that's cool. But I feel like as I got older, like, there's just, like, there was a lot of adult themes, but there's also a lot of stuff that, like, you relate to as, like, a person. Like, Rocco's going through some crap. Like, he, like, just
terrible.
the poor thing.
Yeah,
like,
he was
can't
not having
catch
a good
break.
time.
Yeah, no. And he just, like, stayed so positive through all of it. And, like, well, I should say, I mean, I think he was dealing with, some depression there, but, like, somehow he still, like, got, just a little bit.
All 90s cartoons were
Yeah.
dealing with
Well,
depression.
just a little bit.
It was a dark time. We had to
But-
get through it somehow.
But he, like, made it through all that stuff, and I don't know, like, it's like, I think the creator was reading an article about it, the creator was talking about how, like, the real world's kind of a scary place, and so he created this show where, like, kids would kind of see that through this, like, really weird wallaby with
That makes sense.
goofy
that.
neighbors, and,
Yeah.
like, they all had something that, like, was
Yeah.
something you're gonna go through as an adult, but you didn't realize that.
Be a geeky turtle.
Yeah.
Or was he a moose?
Or realize
There was
that-
Heifer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
With,
He was like yellow with the overalls.
that's heifer, yeah.
Yeah, I just can't remember what like animal he was.
there was a cow and a wallaby. Or I think it might have been like a water buffalo or something.
Oh,
Something
yeah.
Australian.
They're all okay. So that answers the question. I think they were all Australian.
Well, I didn't know he was a wallaby for the longest time.
Right.
But he's Australian. I'm like, why do you have an Australian accent?
Right.
Oh, maybe because you're Australian.
Yep. So, I mean, I think that was why it stuck with me. Like, it's because you're yeah.
I wasn't a very smart child. I don't know if you've gathered that yet.
It's fine.
What
I
about
also
you?
think I'm sorry.
No, please.
I picked up on, like, some of the adult humor there, too, and I think it's because I spent too much time watching adult things that I shouldn't have.
Like Rocko's Modern Life.
Right, and that was, like, super intriguing to me. I'm like, oh, I feel like I'm, like, getting to do something I'm not supposed to. So
Because you're not supposed to get that stuff when
Right.
you're that age.
Right.
So if you do, you're like, oh, I'm one of the smart ones.
Right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I just really liked it.
I love
so
that.
it stuck with me.
Mine's gonna be quick and easy. Powerpuff Girls. I was gonna say
Really?
Dexter's Lab, but no, it's Powerpuff Girls. I remember
So
watching
good.
it as a kid. I remember like loving all of the voices. I remember singing the theme song to it, like the sugar, spice, and everything nice. Like that whole bit. Like I don't know. It was fun. It was like watching the superhero show before I could watch a superhero show. That or the Spider-Man.
Yes.
Because that one, I went and rewatched that one as an adult.
Where'd you find it?
I think it was on Netflix at one point when I rewatched it. It was
Oh, it's not anymore.
A1.
Nor is it on Hulu. I checked.
Yeah, that cartoon really held
Last
up.
week.
It really did. It holds up super well.
It does. And I just read, yesterday I was watching some more videos and I found 107 facts on that show. And one of the things they strive to do was keep that as true to the comics as, I guess, any other Spider-Man show. That one was most true. They would just lift stories straight out of the comics.
And they put it right in.
And put it right in. Like the writing and everything was Stanley's voice.
Because he shows up at the very end of the series.
I don't remember that.
So
I didn't get that far when I was 10 years old.
after he meets Madam Web and all of that, he goes to the end and he swings out and he meets Stan Lee as he's like writing in his office, and then they go and they swing together.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Oh my gosh.
Last night I just watched Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse over again and watched all the special features. Oh, it's so good. It's in a Redbox right now.
Okay.
Or you just buy it. You're gonna want it.
Yeah,
Okay.
we bought it on iTunes for like $15.
Yeah.
I bought it pre-ordered the day it came out. Worth it.
I'm sure it is. I can't believe I don't have it yet. I'm ashamed. But they have a special feature thing all on
It's like
Stan
Into
Lee
Spider-Verse,
and
right?
Steve Ditko.
That's the special feature to rewatch the.
Maybe they just played automatically. I don't remember the titles of each one. But I loved that show. I loved X-Men, the animated series.
That was with Jubilation Lee, right?
Yeah.
Very,
Jubilee. Yeah.
very unliked character by a lot.
I mean, in the poor comic, she didn't do anything but throw some like
She
sparks.
creates fireworks. Well, it was weird. It was kind of racist. She was a Chinese girl that created fireworks. I mean,
Yeah, and it didn't. And like that could have potential. That could hurt people. They could have blossomed the power, and I'm sure in the comics, correct me if I'm wrong, it does blossom beyond just fireworks. But in the show, it was just like, my eyes, and then some actual powerful superpower would like hurt the person.
it's like,
my
by the way, while I'm blinded, Cyclops,
Right.
Storm,
And I found
Beast.
out those are in the same universe, Spider-Man and X-Men. Because
Yeah, 'cause
X-Men,
they cross over, I think.
I think for in a couple episodes, it's in like a future, it's in a parallel universe, like Earth 97, I think is what it's called, or 67 or 6. And so yeah, that was really interesting to me. And just that animation style, it's just that the whole like the composer, like the music just is so 90s. And I swear it just takes
It's
me
so
right
great.
back.
But quick shout out. I mean, we want to keep moving.
Yeah.
Our next game, like he spoiled, is we're gonna do some voices from our favorite 90 cartoon because there were abundance of them, but at the same time, a lot of them are reoccurring. Like Billy West, Rob Paulson, E.G. Daily, like they kind of voiced our childhood.
They voiced everything.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
We're gonna do them no justice right now.
Literally
None at all.
zero justice.
But we're gonna try for your benefit.
Your amusement.
You're welcome.
Go ahead and laugh at our pain. But before we do that, I do want to make that quick shout out. Rob Paulson shared our Instagram video of him when we went to C2E2. He stopped in and he watched their
Animaniacs panel.
while we were in line to get autographs, and I'm so sad we missed it. But it was incredible that one of our heroes, I would assume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He was a hero that I didn't realize was my hero.
Yeah, because you
Until
don't realize who he voices until
when you're young. No, you don't
Right.
care.
you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah. And so thank you, Rob, for sharing. These people kept posting on our Instagram. Rob sent me here. Great video. I'm like, great. And then another person, Rob sent me here. I was like, okay, are you like friends with Rob? What do you mean? And it took forever to finally answer. Yeah, he shared it on his personal Facebook page.
Personal Facebook page, not
So
the Facebook,
cool.
not like the Facebook group page, like personal page, and that was incredible.
So as we geared up for this last game, are there any
We're sorry.
were there any 90s shows that like this week while I was studying up, were there any that you came across like I totally forgot about that show?
I listened to you and didn't study up, but when we listened to play that game, Goof Troop, completely, I like watched it all the time. Like I Extremely Goofy Movie and A Goofy Movie were like two of my favorite movies growing up.
Goofy Movie is my
like
jam.
I still sing when we listen to each other's words. I
When
had a
we look
power
into
line.
each other's eyes.
Oh, sorry. I had
been
a
a
power
while.
line shirt. I loved, but I didn't even think about Goof Troop. But I always remember that theme song.
Mm-hmm.
Goof Troop. Yeah. Like so good. So that was one.
I found at Menards, and it's still there. If anybody else is a fan, they have the complete season of
Shark King.
Yeah, what is it? Oh my gosh, I love it.
It's the shark show, right? The
Shark.
bait.
God.
Ooh ha ha.
No! I'm about to run up and get it.
Did you buy it?
Yes, I did. Of course I did.
It was on our Instagram.
Complete season. Shark.
Oh, I know what you're talking about now.
I am having a Stanley moment from epism 1.
Oh my god. Okay, so while you're
I
thinking
have
about
no
that,
help here. Like, I
he
don't
forgot Stanley's name for like a solid 5 minutes.
Sorry. I'm having a stroke.
Tanner.
Street Sharks.
Street Sharks. They were these 4 brothers and
They had the
Dr.
silliest names.
Oh, they were so dumb. Because they were totally gave each other the Ripster and
There's one that's like
Slamoo.
Slamoo. That's the one. Slamoo is the dumbest name. It was clearly a ripoff of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
But it was so good, and they just fight this giant squid man and this other crab guy and this swordfish person. It was so 90s and so beautiful.
Instead of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, it's Teenage Mutant Street Sharks.
Basically.
I feel like we should have a viewing night and just go through the seasons.
What are you doing tonight?
Well,
There's only 13
All right.
episodes?
Let's go live tonight, baby. Did you have any that you came across that you didn't remember?
the one that comes from, there's a lot that we were going through a long list, and I was like, oh my gosh, totally forgot about that. And it was Two Stupid Dogs. Do you remember that?
Oh my god, yeah. There's a big fluffy white one and
Yeah.
a small little
Like a
wiener
wiener
dog.
dog.
Johnny Bravo-esque
Yeah.
cartoon.
No. I don't
You really?
remember
Oh my
that
god,
at
that show
all.
was incredible.
Well, again, it was on cable, so I didn't
Yeah.
see
And
that.
cat dog.
Cat
Cat
dog.
dog. Cat dog.
I was all about the ones with animals in them, clearly.
Uh-huh.
So Angry Beavers, that would be my second favorite. But
All right, so what PK is doing, he's reaching into a bowl that
I'm
we
not.
have not seen these.
Yes, these were all written by my beautiful fiance.
And
so
Chris.
And Chris. So
And you're beautiful.
Beautiful.
Beautiful Chris.
Chris is
Sorry.
here too.
Yes, beautiful Chris is here as well. So we're gonna pull names out of this bowl.
And we're going to attempt to do that character's voice in hopes that the other two can have a prayer, or other 4 can have a prayer of knowing who they're trying to be.
God, I'm so nervous.
Hang on, pause. We're gonna try this again. We're gonna pull names from this bowl.
That's a nice bowl.
Thank you.
Every time.
It's tradition. Tradition.
And are you gonna edit that?
Huh? No, I'm just gonna leave it
Are you gonna edit this?
in. No. I don't edit videos.
I'm not
Egg
ready.
boys! You dare curse the son of a shepherd? Oh no, I can't think of other lines.
I know. You guys don't know?
Wait, what? Say it again.
Egg boy!
Egg.
It's
egg
from
bowl?
from Ed, Ed and Eddie. Blue hair,
Son of a shepherd?
son of a.
Oh,
No.
God.
Oh, thank you.
The
Thank
best
you.
character in Ed, Ed and Eddie is.
Ooh, but thank you for knowing, because I was
Blue
like,
hair.
if we have to go further than this, I'm in trouble.
Which one's blue hair?
Dude,
He was the foreigner.
He has a god form, dude. Like.
Oh! Yes!
Yes. He called him Ed Boy.
As you think, I'm gonna grab mine.
I'm so bad at this.
Pickles.
I'm so
Tommy
sorry, these are
Pickles.
Cowabunga, dude!
Mikey?
Yeah, it's Mikey.
Yeah. I was like,
Mikey.
if we just say all 4, one of them's
You
gonna
got
be
it.
right.
That was Michelangelo from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I was down on the gas and drinking beer and just.
King of the Hill.
Oh, yep, I was gonna say King of the Hill.
What's his name?
Molly. No?
No,
Hank?
oh, the one with
The one with like the
Boomhauer.
buzz.
Boomhauer.
Boomhauer.
My turn?
I have no idea, but I'm very entertained. Do you guys know?
No.
You put it in
The
there.
things
I
I
can
do
look through
for
all of them.
love.
Can you give us? Was it a Nickelodeon and Cartoon
It's
Network?
Cartoon Network. The things I do for love.
Guys! Come on!
At least, okay, I wanna just big shout out. At least my fiance is always in my corner.
Come on!
Who is
like,
it?
It's okay. I'm gonna give you another hint. Okay,
Okay.
it's like, but creepy things happen to nowhere.
It's up
and
to
it's courage.
Oh,
to
it's
save
it's
his new
Courage
home.
when he's afraid.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that was spot on.
The only thing,
That
the only time he
was.
talks that I found is when he goes, "The things I do for love."
Oh
Yes.
my gosh,
But he goes,
yes.
That's all I
That's
knew.
spot on.
That's all I had.
Guys, this is unfair.
Okay, I'm gonna remember this wrong because I saw very little, but I think there was like
Tonight, we're going to...
And it would go like crazy or something.
Stimpy? No, Ren.
Yeah. I think it was Ren.
Yeah.
Was Ren the like buggy-head chihuahua looking
Yeah.
one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Idiots.
It said Ren or
Stimpy, you
Stimpy.
idiot.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Oh man,
Again,
I wish
I
I
wasn't
would have
allowed
gotten
to
that.
watch it.
That's the only one I would have gotten.
Oh no, it's not.
Give me something good. Come on.
I'm so sorry. I'm striking out over here.
Is this entertaining to you?
Come on, guys. Oh man, it's gonna be bad.
Blossom, Bubbles, or Buttercup?
Which one? Come
All
on,
of
guys.
the
Let's go
above.
fight some evil.
Blossom.
Buttercup.
Bubbles?
Just not yes.
Yeah.
Yay!
Good job, guys.
I knew. I was like, it has to be Powerpuff Girl because like that was. I just.
Is that Buttercup?
It was Bubbles, but it was bad Bubbles.
They got it.
I knew it was Powerpuff Girl.
We got it.
Yeah, I'm just happy that I knew that, man. Okay. Me?
You.
You're aggressive.
You.
Hey there.
Johnny Bravo!
Man, I'm pretty.
Easy.
That's actually really good.
That is really good.
Wait, flex your muscles.
Do the monkey with me. Hey there. Yeah, whatever. It's Tommy Pickles. It's Tommy Pickles. I'm not guessing until you do
I
it
put
though.
it in there twice to
Did you
make
really?
sure
Oh,
he
good.
got it.
Do it. Do it.
Yeah.
But you have to give him the background story.
Okay, so once I was laying upstairs with my wife, like in bed, you know, like you do, talking about old 90's cartoons.
You know, like you do.
Like you do.
Like you do.
I said, babe, guess who I am? I said,
I'm so ready.
I said,
Oh, I can't wait.
Sorry.
I said, I have no idea. I was like, no, listen. You gotta eat your knitters. And she's like, I'm like, I'm Tommy. She fell off the bed. That was Tommy Pickles. That's my best Tommy Pickles.
I'm not okay. It's not okay.
What is happening? Nothing. Okay. So I think that was really the how this whole game got born.
Yeah, because we talked about how badly I wanted to hear that on live.
Oh, well, you're welcome. Oh, okay. Whose turn? Your turn.
How can I follow that?
I don't know that anything's gonna top that.
Like I feel ill after that. That was amazing.
Everyone does.
You could have gone with a baby's gonna do what a baby's gotta do.
Baby's gotta do what a baby's gotta do.
Is that better?
You know, it's okay. Tommy was voiced by a girl.
That's right.
E.G.
It's not
Daily.
my fault. She
All right,
really
go for
was.
it. Ready?
TP for your bunghole. I don't know.
Oh my God, Butthead, Beavis, Butthead.
The other
Beavis
one?
or Beavis or Butthead?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That was bad. So bad.
No, that's fine.
They got it.
I was not allowed to watch that one either.
Butter toast.
Is that a beaver?
It's
Guys.
No, I know this.
You
Say it
gotta
again.
know.
butter toast.
Oh, it's Ed. Double D.
No, Ed, but that's
No,
perfect.
It's just Ed.
Oh.
You're good.
Ed.
There's a lot of Eds, so you're fine.
I mean, they're all Ed. So I guess,
All right.
Yes.
Let's each do one more,
Okay.
and then we'll play the game. The game after the game, which you'll see that before you see this.
Well, hello there, heifer.
Rocco.
Yeah.
That was
good,
actually really good.
Damn, that was good.
That's more my timbre than Tommy Pickles.
That was real good.
That was a solid Rocco, man.
Thank you.
Good. Goodness gravy. That was.
Good for you. I'm proud of you.
You can feel free to call me anytime, voice actor agents. The many that I'm sure watch.
Oh yeah, all of them. All of the ones that watch it.
Boy.
It's the like anticipation that I can't handle.
The anticipation.
Homer.
Marge!
Yeah.
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 I got the
It's a
crackly
little
voice.
too crackly, but
No,
yeah,
it's
it's
perfect.
good. Perfect.
Oh no.
My leg!
That's it. That's all he does.
My leg! Is that a beaver? My leg guy from SpongeBob.
Oh, wait, hang on. That wasn't the right one. Hangs on the back.
There's two.
There's two. Sorry, there's another one on the back.
Communist invented a new hyperbolic time chamber.
You sound like Winston.
That's exactly what I said
Yeah.
when we talked about this.
Hi
in the
there.
car.
This is Winston.
This is Winston. Overwatch.
That's good. I don't know what you're supposed to be doing, but I like Winston.
Piccolo from Dragon Ball Z.
Oh, and I never
I
watched
would
that
have
either.
never gotten that. Yeah.
My leg!
No, it was the my leg guy from SpongeBob, and I was like, and then I saw the bag, I was like, oh hey, there's Piccolo.
I hope you were gonna flip it over and it was gonna be like, chocolate!
I don't want to like guarantee that peaked my audio, but it probably didn't do great.
Just to gain that down.
Yeah, no, it's just a solid bar.
That's amazing.
So we're gonna wrap it up on that one. If you liked it, you know.
If you stuck around this long, thank you so much for tuning into yet another episode of 4 Geeks by Geeks. Amanda, did you have fun today?
I did.
Good.
I did. I think I need to brush up on my 90s cartoons even more, though, after.
Okay, maybe the voices, but
Yeah.
But that,
We're great.
It's the nostalgia part of it, you know.
Thanks, yeah.
Not everybody watches cartoons and just sits in front of it and, you know. Panama.
Oh, what? I do that all the time.
let us
That's
know if you
okay,
like the
right?
video. Comment below with anything you want. Go ahead and like that video if you like, and make sure you hit that subscribe and bell icon so you never miss an episode each and every week, with a couple sprinkled throughout the week. I'm really excited. What are we doing next week? Do we know?
Yeah, so next week, with the huge excitement about Endgame coming out, we're going to have a special guest come on, and we're going to talk about the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe, like in its entirety, and where we think it's going, what our favorite part of it was, and did they have any flops?
Answer.
Yes.
So, definitely stay tuned into the next week's episode. It's going to be fun.
But until next time, I'm Bozer,
I'm PK.
I'm Amanda.
and you just keep geeking out.